For years, I thrived in the high-pressure business world, but the workaholic life finally caught up with me. I was 35, very overweight, in chronic pain with severe mobility issues, terrible diet, no exercise. My health was a complete wreck. Then I went to a gentle yoga class and felt truly relaxed. The stress just melted away. I went from a size 18 to a size 8. I stopped getting sick. Pain disappeared. I learned to open my heart and I felt happy for the first time in years. So I said goodbye to the business world and started teaching. Yoga doesn't have to be strenuous. The easiest movements can trigger major release of chronic symptoms, no matter your age.
Healing Yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems.
Hello, I'm Deborah Devine. Welcome to Healing Yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems. That was me in the opening video. I had lots of real problems before finding gentle yoga, and my unhealthy lifestyle was getting me down. I was starting to experience frequent depression. And Zoomers are equally at risk for depression as everyone. And the older we get, the harder it can be to come out of the isolation of this condition.
Let yoga be your secret weapon to calm your heart, reset your nervous system, and soothe your mind. The holidays are supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year, but for many of us, it can lead to depression. Loneliness, absence of loved ones, and the changing of seasons can play a factor on your daily well-being. Here are some yoga tips that will help improve circulation, energize, and uplift your mood.
We're going to come into the warm-up pose, Tadasana, the mountain pose. So coming into the center of the mat, heels out, toes in, coming back onto the heels and feeling the upper legs really strengthening. We're allowing the in-breath to come up the front line of the body, lifting everything in its path. And then exhaling down the back line, grounding the sit bones down, the heels down. Next time an in-breath comes along, we'll take the arms out and up, reaching, lifting the ribs off of the pelvis, exhaling, hands to heart. Inhaling and lifting, we're harvesting oxygen up here, prana. Exhaling deep into the heart space. Another in-breath, lifting and reaching up, spreading the fingers nice and wide, exhaling, hands to heart. We're moving our energy up towards the arms, up towards the heart. Let's come in, another long, slow, smooth in-breath. And then at the top of the in-breath, we'll just pause for a moment, and then we'll exhale, moving over to the left, creating space between the bottom of the ribs and the top of the hips on the right side. Coming back to center on the inhalation, and then exhaling onto the opposite side. Pressing down with the left foot, opening up through the left side. Coming back on the in-breath, going over to the right side or the left side. Opening up the sides, opening up the diaphragm. We've got to get some breath deep into the bottom of the lungs. Let's keep going a few more rounds, just taking it to a place where you can experience a nice feeling of a stretch. Coming back to center, hands come to heart space. We'll do a few more sun breaths, inhaling and reaching up. Feel how much more light it feels to reach. Exhaling, hands to heart space. Press the palms together. Move the shoulders away from each other. Inhaling. Moving the arms out and up in these sun breaths is a wonderful way to take us out of the thinking mind and bring us into this idea of moving outwards, expanding. When we're in a depressed state, we want to come into a cocoon and using our arms to open up the heart chakra. We're starting to get more breath. We're starting to open up the heart center. We're starting to feel a little bit more alive and a little bit more connected to the outside world. We're going to be coming down into cow and cat. So we're on all fours, and Jennifer is going to protect her knees with a blanket or a rolled up towel would be wonderful for you as well. So the palms are wide on the mat, fingertips touching the outside edge. And the knees and the feet and the hips are in the same plane. We're going to take an exhalation and tuck the sit bones and tailbone underneath, dropping the head, looking through to the feet. Inhaling, tailbone and sit bones come up, and we drop the spine, opening the heart, and moving the gaze up. Exhaling, coming back into this arched Halloween cat, and then into our sacred cow, moving into the in-breath. Now, the next time an out-breath comes along, we're just going to wait for a moment, pressing the belly up to the front spine, And then the next time an out breath comes along, we'll take the left leg back. Take a few moments here if you need to get a little bit more stable in the pose here. If you feel ambitious, maybe you could take your right arm out and create this wonderful balance. We're taking a long, slow, smooth in breath and a long, slow, smooth out breath. The back leg is getting a bit of an inner rotation, creating some space in the SI joint. And the front arm, this right arm, is rotating externally. This is expanding us from the heart center through the belly, out through the fingertips and the toes. Let's come back to cows and cats. We'll take one cow, one cat, and then we'll extend the opposite leg, reaching the opposite leg out, pressing through the heel, giving the leg a bit of an inner spiral. This is a wonderful way to get some length deep underneath the belly muscles, the belly organs, the psoas, that muscle that activates when we're engaging the fight-flight aspect of the nervous system. Reach the arm out. The left arm comes out. Draw the shoulder blade down the back. Rotate the upper arm externally. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Let the out breath be complete. Feel the belly come to the front spine. Squeeze the glutes and reach. Now we'll come back to center. Sit bones come down. Belly comes up to the front spine. Broaden through the collarbones and press down through the base of the index finger. Now we're going to be coming into Salabasana, the locust pose. We come down onto the belly. And we go to the upper leg bones. We rotate the upper leg bones inwardly. So the knees point in, the feet point in. And we're up here on our elbows and we've got a little bit of a back bend. We're just going to use this opportunity to create some space in the low back. So we bring the bottom of the ribs away from the hips. And then we rest down. We rest our heart down. The arms can come out to the sides or down to the outside of the thighs. The palms are facing in. Now we're going to go to the pubic bone and the hip points and we'll press down. Then we go to the top of the hamstrings where they reach the sit bones and we press down. And then the next in-breath that comes along, we're going to inhale the legs, maybe one at a time, see how it goes. If you find yourself in the pain zone, come back. If both feet are coming up, fantastic. Spread the toes wide apart. You can continue to lift the heart, lift the chest, pressing down with the glutes, pressing down with the pubic bone and the hip points. Bring the shoulder blades down the back, open the collarbones, spread the fingers nice and wide, and then cross the arms, release the temple down onto the stacked arms, and take a few breaths. Salabasana is a wonderful pose, again, getting those paraspinals, the muscles on either side of the spine. Everything is contracting and strengthening and building tone on the back line of the body, all the way from the heels up to the very top of the spine and the neck. And now we're going to be coming in for a soft landing, a wonderful, soothing Savasana. We're going to be going into Supta Baddha Konasana, using some supports. We're going to use a rectangular bolster. You could use a folded blanket or towel if you like. And it's going to come right up to the hindquarters, protecting the low back. A blanket is going to be used to support the head and the neck. And then you can bend your knees and we'll place a round bolster. Again, you could also use a towel or rolled up blanket at home. The hands come on to either side of your hips and you begin to come down behind you very slowly, lengthening your spine. If there's any pinchiness in the low back, you simply move your hips away from the bottom of the ribs. Now you can take the soles of your feet together and let your knees splay apart. And we rest the legs. This is going to help release the psoas muscles with this beautiful resting pose here. The upper arms are rotating externally and the palms are facing up to the sky. We go to any areas of the body that are still feeling a little bit tender. And we take a long, slow, smooth in and out breath. Now, bring awareness down to the feet and the legs. Take a long, slow, smooth in-breath into the feet and the legs. All of the muscles, the bones, the tendons. Breathing in light and spaciousness. Exhaling tension. Exhaling holding. Long, slow, smooth in-breath into the belly, into the heart and the lungs and the arms, the hands, breathing in light and spaciousness. Exhaling tension, exhaling holding. Long, slow, smooth in-breath into the neck, the face, the eyes and the brain, breathing in light and spaciousness, and exhaling tension, exhaling holding. Then we take a long, slow, smooth in-breath into the entire body, breathing in light and spaciousness, and exhaling the last remnants of tension and the last remnants of holding. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay up to date on all the latest videos. And let me know in the comments section below what other kind of videos you'd like to see.